Does God exist? A very old question with very many attempted answers, very many of them very complicated. I've thought about it a lot, read about it a lot, and to me, it comes down to something very simple. Here goes. We see that many things exist. It's clear that none of the things we see are self-existent. They are incapable of bringing themselves into existence. All of them must have been brought into existence by something, someone else. So somewhere there must be a self-existent being or beings. Otherwise, nothing could exist. We could go further and say that this self-existent being has to be both very clever and very powerful to do what the being has done. You can't even really call this logic. That feels like too grandiose a term for the simple thing we are talking about. It's just a couple of plain facts that follow directly on from each other. Things exist. They clearly couldn't bring themselves into existence. There has to be a self-existent being who made them. The philosophers, always trying to bring in big Latin or Greek terms, call this the cosmological argument. Among the writers that have influenced my thinking, Keith Ward stands out. He always expresses himself in relatively simple words, mostly English, very clear and direct way with a mix of humour. And page 106 of his little paperback book, Why There Almost Certainly Is a God, sets out this argument that I've just given in more detail, especially aiming it against the famous atheist Richard Dawkins.